What I'm saying is that maybe the red shit soak spread thing, if there's no notification about it, then yeah, I'm sure there's a good reason to have a boss mode for it. But I'm saying that's the exception, not the rule.
No, it's the rule.
Like you could have a separate weak core or some shit like that.
A boss mod is effectively a recore.
Yeah. But all those things like the sweeping scythe, death fog, cone of death, or
No,
they're readily available information that are already given to you.
You've clearly never played a fight on Mythic.
Okay, yeah.
Like this for me is huge proof of the difference between. Like, I don't consider myself to be a top level player, not in the slightest. I consider myself to be a good player, but this is blatantly obvious that you've never played a fight on Mythic. Otherwise, you would know that this information is impossible to track when you're fucking busy in a Mythic fight.
Well, I think the biggest issue is, well, I don't usually look at my action bars that much. I only look at it very heavily at the start of the wings to know what buttons I have readily available, what procs I have. Just to stack them as quickly as possible. After that, it's pretty much just smooth sailing. But if you can afford to look around the screen, without looking at your action bars, being fully aware of your debuffs or what's on your character model, what your health is at.
Like they went completely out of control.
Like if you can take your eyes away from the action bar, I think that just frees a lot of space and time for you to look around and see what's actually going on. Like how do the PvP players?
You have very little time in a Mythic fight. Granted, I missed half of the argument you were making there. Sorry, I was concentrating.
You didn't wipe on that.
Nice.
But from what I get the gist of
it was a nice killing blow that he did, though. To somebody.
You have enough time to stop, have a look around, and see what's going on. No.
Ah, was you?
No, you do not. You do not have. You have a few seconds, maybe, periodically throughout the fight, where you have time to stop and see what's going on to everybody else. But you have exceptionally limited periods where that is the case. Sure, as you go through a fight more and more, you learn aspects of it. Like there are points in the fight where I don't have to look. I didn't have to look on Mythic Argus at my timers because I just knew it. Yeah, that becomes the case when you do it enough. But there are still things where I want to just double check. Right, when is this going out? And I check my abilities. Right, I can't use this because if I don't have this for then I'm fucked. Like I had to have in the Mythic Argus fight my revival ready to go at a certain point in the fight when a timer was ready. Otherwise, it's a wipe. If I didn't have that, it's over. And if I don't have a boss mod to tell me exactly how long I have left, I will be umming and ahhing on whether or not I can use that ability or not.
Yeah, but see that's where the experience comes in. I think you just need experience. You need to do a lot of mistakes to perfect it. But you're kind of saying that it's impossible to perform well without add-ons. I'm saying that it's, at least in my case, it is entirely possible to perform. Like all the dungeons we've done, granted plus fucking 12 is not a whole lot, is not really that difficult content.
But like in a case like this, where I have to look away from the fight, right? If you just have a look at my stream, and a fight where I have to look away from the fight, how am I supposed to...
Where's your stream?
Just go on YouTube. Go on my YouTube channel. Manduin the Paladin.
Manduin the Paladin. Nice. Big Mythic, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you'll have missed a bit, but you'll see it hopefully in a second. a situation like this, where you say, put them on your focus targets, sure. What about when there's 3 targets?
Mm. I mean, can you afford to look at the ads?
No.
Like, this is not really that huge of a room, to be honest.
Okay,
Like, I'm sure you can position your camera in a way that you can see the nameplates. And yeah, on the right-hand side, actually, maybe you could... Right-hand side of your screen? No, I don't think in the default Blizzard UI you could see that shit.
That's unfortunate. I would have had a good pass there, but I died.
Hello, do you want to start with the violence?
But instead of having to look at, say, yeah, these bars there, instead of having to look at those, why would I not just want the information in a nice fucking clear list here, rather than having to squint at some fucking tiny little button?
Yeah, sure, better than what I have.
Somebody got the Dawnbreaker.
Yeah.
Ah, I wanna die.
I know, it's a case of why wouldn't I want this information?
But for me, if I have a debuff somewhere, I wouldn't have it in some, like, corner of my screen. I want them to be at the top of the nameplates, so I'm constantly aware who has
which is
like the Blizzard.
But there is sometimes a case where I'm looking over here and I can't see them, and I have to be paying attention to what is in front of me. I can't have my camera looking away from what I'm firing at. On some cases I can, but it's very rare.
Narco doesn't want them.
Desecrated Blade of the Disciple. No, I'm good. But it's a case of, okay, so you drive a taxi, right?
Yeah.
Right. How often do you use a sat-nav?
These days, not that often.
Right. But when you started out?
A lot.
Because you don't know where things are.
No.
Right.
I'm just very religious.
But with experience, you can start stripping yourself of that.
Exactly. Which is, as I said, after you've done it for enough, and you're very comfortable with the phases, like every single phase, then you don't need them. Or
Hello.
You don't need to look at them. You just sort of get instinctively. That's exactly what I said. But why would I want to start out hindering myself? If somebody got in your car and said, "Take me here," and you literally have to turn around and say, "I don't know where that is," and they say, "Can't."
I quite often have had to say that.
yeah. But if you turn around and you say, "I don't have a sat nav," or it's somebody who's not from around there, like as many tourists can be. Like, they don't have a clue what it is, they just...
I mean, if you don't have a clue, in the old times, like, how did the old times taxi drivers figure this shit out? They open a fucking map or some shit like this.
Yeah, exactly, but that's still a reference guide. That's still information.
That's what the Blizzard Adventure Guide should be about. But in the case of Mythic Argus and the Red Circles, obviously it isn't. But that's what it's supposed to be about. And then seeing how it plays out, I think it's also a big...
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that you can just fucking look at a boss mod and know exactly what you're doing, not fucking at all. I'm saying that it's stupid to try and play the game hindering yourself. Like, why would I want to memorize things when I don't have to bother memorizing them, when I can just have it shown to me?
Yeah, well, for PvP, how are you gonna do that?
I don't. I have bars above people's heads that tell me when they use their button.
You say you are noob tank, I have aggro. Okay?
I'll say
I'll
PvP is kind of a dynamic environment. You can't have like a boss mod telling you that he's about to use this and this time period. Like, you have to sometimes, and especially when a rogue uses kidney shot and you don't have trinket, and rogue has vendetta. He hasn't used vendetta entire game, or 2 minutes has passed since he used vendetta. How are you gonna know
Working?
if you don't have a trinket or something like that? That you need to preemptively use something defensive, something like, for me, it's like something like eye for an eye. How are you gonna know
So you're
when the rogue is gonna use it? There, no
trying to-
add-on is gonna tell you that.
No, but you're trying to equate two very different things.
You're gonna cast it on blunt eye, by the way. If he
Yeah, but
manages to
I'm
survive
just
that
telling that both of these things can be
They are not related in
overcast
the
with
slightest.
experience.
They're not
What
related
the
in the
fuck, you little faggot? What the fuck for 20
So,
fucking
because
Well,
you're
kills?
PvP is
Oh my
kind of a
God.
dynamic environment.
Yeah, so I get you, for PvP you're absolutely right, but in PvE you are completely wrong. Because PvE is a pretty structured environment.
With
It's a bunch of commands which are executed in a certain way, and you have to work out how to
Okay, all
outplay those
flesh spit
mechanics.
on acid.
Wait, no, put on Sully.
Yeah.
Why I'm gonna lose?
So why would
Sully's
you
good.
not want to have information for what
Yeah,
command is
fuck
going
her,
to be
you
issued
fucked up.
next?
She has for...
If you want to play at the highest level immediately as soon as possible, then yeah, I guess you do need boss mods.
No, why would I want to walk in even as the fucking lowest of the low? Right? So it's like going on your driving test and not knowing what the fuck's going on, right? Why do you have driving lessons? To learn, right?
Yeah, and I
what
would
do you-
consider those first times doing a boss fight in a progress guild
Oh,
learning.
nice.
Exactly that. Just reading a fucking book, trying to figure out what the thing is about before trying to even execute it properly.
No, but even when you're driving, right? When you're going on your driving test, when you're learning to drive, right? What's sat next to you?
An instructor, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
So as you're
right.
going along,
I don't
what's
need
the
to mark for
instructor
you.
doing?
Instructing.
Very good.
In-game sound on?
Calling things out,
Really?
telling you what to watch for, saying what could happen here, right? Granted, it's more reactionary, but that's the best example I can come up with at this point in time.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but what if
But you
when
get
at what point do you get rid of the instructor? When you take the driving test, yeah.
right.
And so why would you still have the driving instructor there to assist you when you're ready to fucking go?
Because just because you've got a bit of paper saying you can drive does not mean you can. I'm not laughing about it. Like that's not...
Well, obviously you can drive at the sufficient level.
No.
Maybe I couldn't, but I still
Absolutely.
somehow managed to pass the test.
Exactly. Like there are some fucking Down syndromes
Buffalo
like
Billy.
who cannot drive. Like I know of who are
Yeah, but
fucking retarded.
how is
It's
an
more
extra
like a
assistance
Ferrari, Jaguar.
or a driving instructor help them if they
By the
haven't
way, I
helped
saw that
themselves
with
to this
XO
day?
something today in the pug. Mythic first boss.
They haven't been able to do that or figure that shit out on their own. How is a driving instructor gonna do that for them?
They're not supposed to figure it out on their own.
Yeah, well, they should have figured out by the time that they got the driving test or
Take him out.
have experience in driving for several years or months. They should have figured some things out by then.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is exactly the point that I made right at the start. After a while, you get to rely less and less on the information because it's in your head now. Doesn't mean that you still know everything
yeah.
that's going on. And sometimes you still need a reminder.
I'm gonna catch.
Like when I've been in a car park.
Oh, well, I just wish this fucking driving instructor genie may
yeah,
came in and help me out when I fucked up. Just before. I wish I had a driving instructor with me all the time.
Jungle next. Start moving immediately.
This is going fucking awfully.
Taking monk.
I'm overcapping on shards like a motherfucker.
Alright, Blake, bring us in.
Yeah,
No need to
so
rush,
do you mean that boss mods are like training wheels?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but why would you have them in everywhere you go.
Why do doctors, when you go to the doctor, still sometimes refer to their handbook?
Yeah, but you have the handbook. It's called the Adventure Journal or Adventure Guide.
This is the adventure guide just in real time. Right?
If it was up to me, I would not have boss mods be able to be a thing in the first place. I think it just kind of takes away from the learning experience from the player. Like, the state that the raids have evolved now are basically because of Blizzard trying to counteract boss mods in some way, shape, or form, trying to outplay fucking boss mods, whatever. But if that wasn't the case, players would figure that shit out by themselves. And
absolutely, but it's a case of why should we? Why hinder yourself? That's the point I'm getting at. Is why hinder yourself?
One more. Do we have it here? No. We don't.
It's not cool. It's not. Oh, look at me! I can do a boss without needing a boss mod. It's you're just screwing yourself and everybody around here by being worse.
Playing at a certain level for me is like it's like using training wheels. Yeah, nothing's wrong with using training wheels, but doesn't mean that I really want to use training wheels myself.
Exactly. How many times have I looked at my boss mod this fight? 0. Because I know what's going on at certain points in the fight. I don't need to know this. Because I know what's going on, because I've done it fucking enough times.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you can do the same thing with experience without a boss mod.
Can you give wording to Blantai? And Blantai
I disagree.
I think you can.
How do you learn timings for everything?
You're
gonna sit down and fucking with a clicky little stopwatch and do that?
I mean, there is a Blizzard stopwatch for that if you really want to.
Right, but you still got to click something. You still got to do something extra. Why not just have that information readily available to you?
Drinking Sully.
It's kind of like cheating, isn't it?
Is it back on?
No. The boss mod does not tell me what to do. This does. This says don't soak. This is cheating, absolutely. I still got to do it though. I've still got to execute what it's telling me to do. I've got to take that information and do something with it.
Can you say that again? I got distracted there for a bit.
Very good. I say it's not cheating at all. So maybe this could be the weak core which says I can't soak another bomb. Maybe. But like that's just relaying the information of what this debuff is doing. But a boss mod is not cheating at all. Cheating is having the answer given to you. All the boss mod is telling me is that in 5 seconds a magma trap's going out. It doesn't tell me what to do with it. It doesn't tell me how to manage it. Doesn't tell me where to stand, what to do. All it tells me is magma trap in 2 seconds. What the fuck do I do with that information? I have to learn that. Why should I have to learn what to do with it and when it's going to appear at the same time? Why can't I just have the information of it's going to appear and I just got that just Warforged? Very nice. Why should I have to learn both at the same time?
Because that's what playing games is about. It's about learning. How much? 420, by the way. Fucking. 420. But isn't that what games are about? It's about becoming better at the games that you play, not not what's unless you're fucking filthy casual or whatever. Like I would consider that improvement if I learned a mechanic how to counter it and when it appears.
But if I can do it better than you, that's pointless.
What?
If I can do it better than you, that's pointless.
With add-ons.
I don't care how good you are at something. You can be the fucking best player in the world, but unless you can match the accuracy in your head of an add-on, whether or not you think it's a good thing that you've learned pretty much when it is, I know exactly when it is, you're a burden to the raid. Now, now your argument of
Yeah, but see, that's kind of the problem, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it is.
Blizzard
Yeah.
has created these situations where you basically, in order to play at a certain level, for example, in that Argus fight, you are kind of expected to use that shit.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of a shitty situation. I think it would be much better off for the game if there were no such things allowed.
Sure, but there would have
Like,
to be a
the
better way.
mechanics should be maybe a little easier or harder. Of course, the difficulty could be the same, but it would just be infinitely harder without any assistance or add-ons.
I agree, but while there is add-ons, the point stands. Like, I completely agree.
I don't really agree with that kind of a mindset that you should need any extra tools that the game doesn't already offer you.
I agree. I think I said that from the start. I completely agree. But the point is irrelevant. It's hypothetical. I don't like dealing in hypotheticals.
Why the fuck did you bonus roll that acid?
The fact is, if you put down two players of equal skill next to each other, one with a boss mod and one without a boss mod, who is going to perform better?
Yeah, I taught him everything. That's why I need to punish him on bad mistakes.
Well, due to humans being mistaken, probably the guy who has the information readily available, so that he exactly knows the stuff exactly when it's about to happen. But
oh, he wanted the shoulders.
I just think that you should be able to perform without them. And if you don't, you learn them by trial and error. And you really do fucking learn.
Right, but you are deliberately hampering progression if you don't play with them. Do I think that is a bad situation for the game to be in? Yes. Do I think it's wrong? Yes, maybe. Do I have an issue with it? No. I'd much rather have a situation where I have the information on my screen rather than guessing all the time. I hate guessing. I like facts. I like figures. I don't want to guess when a boss is going to do something. I want to know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to count in my. I don't have to count in my head. Like I
think if you would have to count in your head, it would be part of the skill.
No.
Required to play.
That's not a game. Then it is not a game.
It is a game. People in tournaments. People count fucking DRs in their heads because there's no add-ons allowed. Except now there's this news coming in from Sudu 2 hours ago that the add-ons, certain add-ons like the big debuffs, Gladius, S Arena, those are DR tracking add-ons, by the way. But people have had to use some other means to track. Say enemy's trinket is a 2-minute cooldown, but you just popped your own 2-minute cooldown. This guy's probably gonna have the trinket readily available in 2 minutes. You've just had to use different kinds of means
Any chance that you can summon
to determine when stuff is off DR, when the enemy player has a trinket.
Yes.
But we're talking
Stuff
about
like
very,
that.
But we're talking about very small numbers here. Sure, I agree. It's semi-equatable, but it's in infinitesimally small numbers. We're talking about 7 seconds. I feared him. 7 seconds, full. It's gone full duration. That means you've got X amount of time before it's fully DR. I don't know the exact number.
20 seconds about. Yeah, but people count that shit in their heads. Fucking 20 seconds. 19, and while playing the game at the same time. That kind of level of play is fucking insane in my opinion.
Yeah, sure.
That level of thinking. But I think in order to achieve that level in PvE, you should be doing that as well.
Argus is a 10-minute fight with a. So Mythic Argus is a 10-minute fight with about.
Really does.
1, 2,
like
3, 4.
2 people standing alone.
Yeah, do
5,
the
6,
red circles
7,
appear around you the whole
8,
fucking fight?
Hang on. 9, 10, 11, 12 different mechanics, all on different timers, all going out at various points throughout the fight. Yes, to answer your question. So you're expected across a 10-minute fight to memorize every single one of those debuffs, whatever it is, mechanics. You're supposed to memorize all of those, yeah?
If you are playing at a certain level, then yeah.
No. 10 minutes.
Like, the game
You'd have to
will
be-
let you
You'd
You'd
know
have to be superhuman.
for most
to
of
do
the
that, my guy.
abilities when
You'd
they're
have to
about
be
to
su-
happen.
You'd have to be superhuman, my guy. I'm in the wrong group.
But for something like the Soul Blight orbs, a big fucking orb pops up on your head. You don't fucking need a boss mod for that shit. You don't need a boss mod to tell you that you have a fucking huge orb on top of your head. When you have a huge orb on top of your head, you just look, oh, I have a huge orb on top of my head. Oh, that's, I shouldn't be in front of the boss. That's just basic stuff.
Yeah, that is basic stuff. But the stuff that isn't basic, like, what if that orb, when it goes out, you need to do something immediately, like be spread,
Can I
right?
ask where the rest of my group has gone?
Why should you have to memorize that for a 10-minute fight, plus 12 other mechanics, plus positioning, plus your rotation, plus working out what the fuck retard Tom is doing fucking next to you?
Well, to be fair, I don't usually pay attention to what other
And
people are
that's an
doing.
issue. You have to.
Not in terms of their position. That's kind of my weakness in Arena. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to enemies' positioning. I can do my rotation without looking at my fucking action bars, pretty much.
Yeah, same. But I mean, I can't do it without fucking recourse. Like, I cannot play this without having these to let me know when all of my shit's going. Like, I don't have to look up here to look for fucking when I've got 50 stacks on my fucking Azerite piece. I just want to look at this number here.
Why am I doing so much damage all of a sudden in burst? I wasn't looking at my fucking damage meter. I wasn't looking at my fucking action bars. And somehow I made the biggest burst that I ever fucking done at the end of the fucking wings. Nice.
Very nice.
Fucking huge, massive. Oh, that's why my 10 plus verdict crit percent was 50%. Nice RNG. Fucking huge stick.
Why is Orb not going in?
But yeah, if you can overcome not having to look at your action bars, or staring at your action bars, if I may use that.
Fuck.
If you don't have to stare at your action bars, the game becomes infinitely more easy.
Yeah.
I blocked.
It really does, because you're no longer in a tunnel vision. You're no longer focusing on your rotation. Like, it's important to have your rotation in muscle memory.
But I think it's stupid to have to look at... say on standard UI, these debuffs beneath the boss would be fucking tiny. And I'd have to track them.
Which debuffs?
Like these dots, like that I've got on them. They'd be fucking tiny on base UI.
You would just have to look at the top left corner.
It's my bad, Rams.
Yeah, which is fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
Joe, take him a bit.
Or you have the nameplate showing. When you look at the boss, you have the dots on the nameplate as well. You have the two different places.
Yeah, but I'd have to be looking at two things. I'd have to look up there and look at what my character's doing. That's two places I need to look, or I just look in the middle of
With what your character is doing, it should be pretty much like a peripheral vision.
No.
Like, sure, you're focusing on the dots on the boss, but you don't necessarily need to stare at your character at the same time. Like, the dots are not gonna run out that quickly. Like you can just take a glance at the dots and see how they're doing every once in a while. Like you don't have to stare at them.
If personal guys. Here the Grim.
But I'm pretty retarded. I always, especially if I don't know the boss fight at all, or I'm not comfortable with it.
Or not.
I miss quite a lot of things that the boss is doing.
Avoidance and shit.
Right.
No.
And that maybe that's your
If they
fault,
must be
but
the-
maybe it's because you're
one
busy
that
doing
I'm
other
getting
things.
clipped
There's
all the
other
time,
things
it's not
you're
HP.
having to think about.
Yeah,
Why
but
not
I.
have the
better than
information?
Did anyone get
something.
your...
Can I fucking get the offhand already?
You could also just learn it. See, and say I fucked up. I'll
Okay, do you
try
need
to
it?
pay attention to that next time.
Then
And that's
you
how
say-
you learn the fight. That's the
No,
progress.
and then-
You don't
and then you-
necessarily have
and
to
then
have
you-
a fucking
It would
mod
make
in the
my-
And
first
then you'd
place.
get, and then you'd get told,
Swap
why weren't you
where
looking
use
at
your
your
no one else needs,
timers?
and you-
I don't have
Yes,
one.
yes,
Flash G kick.
Good job guys on ground. It was a good direct clear. Last time it was complete shit. So nicely done.
Yeah, but I believe the guild is already in a pretty shit state. If you get killed after
nice.
one mistake.
No,
Can we
I
keep
only
one
need to
shouting
do
up to
boss
Jaina?
chest.
Yeah, but if you say you don't have a boss mod, you're getting kicked. If you're in a mythic raid,
We can
and
definitely
you say I
keep
don't have a
one
boss mod,
shotting
you're
to
getting kicked.
conclave though.
We can, but opponents may still will.
And you'll-
Of course, I'm gonna use boss
And they're-
mods because
and
this
they're
is
well
the
with
first
our
time I'm gonna
tech-
be
tech
doing
development.
something a bit more serious,
But we can do it, of course.
like
I
a
agree.
mythic raiding. Of course, I'm gonna take it a little bit more serious, and of course, I want to come there prepared
Technically, if the opponents go
by having a boss mod. But I just think it's a shit thing to have it done, and I like to avoid that as much as possible. I don't want to be dependent on a tool.
So what do you use to do your job?
To do what?
What do you use to do your job?
Holy.
Which job?
Oh!
Your job?
Taxi driving?
Fuck this
Yeah, what do you use?
BOEs today.
My feet, my hands on the wheel.
No. What tools are you using?
I'm using a pad where I see how many cars
Okay.
are
You're
each
using
taxi
a car.
station.
Flappy first there.
Yeah.
Your name, but
Using a car, right?
after that you can start getting.
Why can't you do your job without your car?
I see.
Because then that wouldn't be a taxi.
No, just put them on your back.
Yes, a BOE. Fuck you.
No, you are reliant on
I
a
mean,
tool
I
to do
didn't
your
get a
job.
single one yet in this fight as well. So.
Why haven't you gone to your
Did
boss
you get
and
it,
said,
meant?
I don't like this.
Yes, yellow
Which
one.
Why am I reliant on my car to do my job?
Yellow one.
Yeah, but
Legendary one in some game.
you're not in control. In this case, the car would be telling you where to go or tell you how to turn your fucking wheel. I don't want to do that. I want to be in control of
You are in
that.
control. You're being given information. You're not being told you have to do this. You're being given information, and you get to choose what to do with that. You can choose to fuck it up.
Which I probably will.
Same with what you're doing
Since I've upgraded Modern X and it's fun worse
with a car.
day by day.
When you're driving a car, right, the engine gets to a certain pitch. That means you need to move up or drop down a gear. That is information you could fucking choose to ignore if you wanted to.
Yes,
It's gonna fuck your
You
car,
want to take shadow,
as
right?
ignoring a boss mod will fuck the raid.
I want
Same thing.
Shadow.
But you can
Yeah,
choose
shut
to
up,
fucking
man.
ignore the
I
information.
mean, we can try, but
So why aren't you
I
complaining
mean,
that
last
you're
time we
reliant
asked
on a
me
car?
to let you.
because your wife is going out of
That's
mana
just
like
stupid.
crazy. I'll do that.
Didn't
You get
you
my
have
point,
problems
right?
in that?
Yeah, I do, fucking monk.
No, I think the car analogy is just completely fucking out of the blue. Not out of the blue, but just completely
click your own
irrelevant to this. The type of tool that I'm talking about
That's something new.
is that you don't have to.
I so hope that is something new, and we just
Driving a taxi without a car is basically like
That's new.
I don't know.
But you are the PS.
Playing WoW without a computer, it's just not gonna happen. You need that car.
I need to change all my sword
You're
trades,
reliant on
pop a new flask and new food and everything. So.
Yeah, I'm also reliant on my fucking brain.
That's fine, Bert, you can do it.
On doing whatever.
Like
I'm
every second
also
boss.
reliant on my fucking
Yeah,
car
that's quality
pumping blood
sound.
autonomously
Hello,
without
there's a smoke alarm going.
or automatically,
Oh, it's my washing
autonomously,
machine.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm relying on my heart pumping blood. Why am I
Oh, it's
relying
my
on my
girlfriend.
heart? Why can't I just fucking rip it out
In a
and live
washing
my life happily ever after? No, the same thing with the car and the taxi. It's
She's
just
going
that's
as
just
fast as
stupid.
a Jaguar Ferrari.
Those are
Spinning like crazy.
tools that you
Okay.
can choose
Ruby
to
goes
have or
to
not have.
Acid, Narco,
And
Easy, and Elo, you are taking Ruby this time.
How would I tell it? It's like in a first-person shooter.
Blunt timers.
You activate wall
double
hacks.
tank? Oh my
You're
God,
just
never target.
being given extra information on your screen. You just know where everybody's at. You
Oh,
can
that's
choose
right.
to ignore that information or use that
Why
to
the
your
fuck?
advantage. It's
I can
basically
go.
the same thing.
Yeah, you are going right.
To me, that's kind of cheating.
Joe, you are like...
Like
Yeah.
seeing
Hunt
information
again, I hope.
about the game
Just try this
that
easier
the game developers didn't put them there in the first place.
You have the richest demon hunter on the server. You have asset.
And most hated by Mertz as well.
Definitely.
And Mertz is healing this side, just so you know.
What the fuck?
I'm not healing acid though.
I don't like this.
No,
I'm
heal
looking-
him. I need
Looking
5%.
forward to
Maybe you
doing like
object?
5k HPS and not doing anything.
And we...
I can stand in flames of punishment if you want.
A little bit of laser.
And guys, don't fuck up laser, please. That's actually a good point. Especially melee.
I don't know. It's like, okay, a better analogy with the car would be driving a car without mirrors. The car can be driven without them.
It's legal in Finland to not have mirrors on your car.
That's fucking retarded.
At least that's what my boss told me. Although my fucking right ear is completely fucking clogged, I think I need to go ahead and fucking open it very soon.
Bye, Bert. Good luck.
Bye bye. Yeah,
But for me,
good luck on your
mirrors are a
side, you
part
actually
of
need
the
healing.
car that are supposed to be there.
But the car is able to be driven without them.
I don't think this side takes less healing. I just think it's because I'm with Merns.
Yeah, but the
I
mirrors,
don't even, recognize
No, it is less healing on this.
it's
Yeah,
something that
I
the
know.
game developer
I
put
can see
there
the numbers.
in the first place. It's like
Mostly matter you can dodge most
As
of
I
them.
said,
Not
as I've
seeing
said,
health.
yeah, as I've said, it should be in the game, but it's not. So, bleh. But like, there's nothing I can
yeah,
do
but
about that.
obviously it isn't there for a reason, and there are
Because
other
Blizzard's
ways to
retarded.
find out about
why
that
is there,
information.
Why is there not fun in the game? It's a game. Why has Blizzard removed fun from the game? Blizzard clearly don't know what they're doing.
I think, for the most part, like Jaina, for example, I don't need fucking add-ons to tell me what to do on Jaina. We've got Jaina down to like 6% or fucking 5%, and I was alive the whole entire time of that fucking fight, and I did decent damage. I saw on my top, under the top
Right.
left in my
And how
debuffs
did-
panel.
and how did we get to there?
I don't know.
A guy was calling shit out all the time. He was your boss mod.
Oh my god, what is happening here?
In that fight, I think maybe you could do it, but I'm saying I don't necessarily need that now that I've experienced enough in the fight. I know that avalanche is a thing. I know that when you get the small, whatever.
I'll give you that one. That's a fight with very little mechanics that actually have any effect without being blatantly fucking obvious that they're going out. Yeah, sure. There are fights like that. I think Battle for the Zara Law is pretty good like that. For most of the fights, I would say it's pretty obvious when things are happening. I would not say the same for Antorus the Burning Throne.
Blinking Sully.
Watch out for flames.
Yeah, but it depends on the class that you play as well. For tanks, boss mods definitely
What the fuck? I didn't even move
could
after I got
help
swooped.
out, or will help out. For discipline priest, sure. But in my case, as a retribution paladin,
Shut up.
not necessarily. Not on nearly as many fights as
No.
I would say that in all of heroic, I don't know all the fights in heroic, by the way, but for me, to get a 99 percentile on a fight, I don't need a boss mod for that. No, because the content is easy enough to get a grasp.
Easy. Sure, on the easy content, absolutely. It's why I kind of haven't given a shit until I still fucking meme on it because you keep complaining that you can't see the pull timer as they get a boss mod forehead. Like,
It doesn't matter.
but when it comes to actual complex content, you need one.
I'm just, but see the thing with the taxi drivers and navigators. When taxi drivers didn't have navigators, they were pretty much forced to learn the hard way. And they absolutely did.
Yeah, man.
But when they did, they truly fucking memorized everything. But these days, when you have the navigator, you don't have to do that anymore.
I mean, you still have to call down.
But I've chosen to fucking learn and memorize all of them. All the places that I went to, I've chosen to try and memorize the addresses. All one by experience, just by going there, by learning them. Yeah. I have the navigator.
Which makes you better at it. Like,
yeah.
If you, but like,
Skip is
you
quiet.
still have the option of having the tool there.
Yeah.
If you need that information, you don't need to go looking for it. It's still there. You can just don't have to use it all the time. But like, if you have it turned off, warrior shout.
Hello?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Are there still the same people in Discord? Hold on. Warrior show. Hello!
Yeah.
That tease every time.
Like, I'm not looking at this shit down here. But when I even to this day, when I was on the other side and I was looking for when the Flames of Punishment, the spinny thing is coming out, I still look. Like, this Flames of Punishment, I can ignore it because it's not on my side. That's why I have it to set to grayed out, because I'm not in range of it. I still look at it. Even though I've done the fights all this time, because I want to know exactly when I need to start moving in. So, okay, it's going to start casting in 2 seconds. I'll move in now. Whereas I can just say, spread the fuck out. Whereas otherwise, it'll just sort of start happening. And if I'm fucking all the way over here, I'm dead.
Yeah, but as a retribution, I wouldn't need that because I would be already behind the boss.
Right, but that's not the point.
Yeah, but my point has been that as a red, you probably can get away with not having boss mods. But I'm not gonna do that in Mythic Raid, don't worry.
Yeah, I got him on this side.
Sure, it helps, but sure, training wheels on a fucking bike help as well.
Difference is having training wheels on a bike makes the bike worse. Having boss mods only makes it better. Or can only be an improvement. Right? Like training wheels on a bike, while they provide a bit more stability, they reduce speed, they reduce what else do they reduce? Fucking look like an autist. But like they reduce the speed, they reduce the maneuverability. They are nothing but a hindrance. A boss mod is only there to provide you with additional help and information, which is only beneficial.
Fucking shit.
Oh no way. Bert, you're gonna need to take Shadow.
But do I... For which fight will I really need... After a certain level, will I really need boss mods?
No. Maybe, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
as I said, I still look at them all the time. Especially on this fight. I need to know the exact timings. Oh, fucking shoot me through the skull. I might die here. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh my fucking god, I'm so dying. No, I'm not, I'm alive. What do I want to take? Opal in it. Fucking kill me. Fucking A.
Yeah, but if you're shit at the game...
Shadow is Amethyst, right?
Yeah.
Having an add-on won't make you better at it.
Oh, absolutely not. But it can help.
Yeah, it can help, yeah. But it still doesn't grow you another brain. You still have to use it.
Exactly, but all it's doing is giving you information. You still need a brain to interpret what to do with it.
Yeah, but... Quite often the game already does it.
It fucking does not.
In some way, shape or form, except for the fucking meme beam.
Debuff, please call
Not
it
even
out.
that. Like when he's about to cast
Please.
his spin,
Left. I win.
there's fucking no idea. You've no
you're
idea
not
when
my
that's coming out. It just sort of happens.
Man, I was
Even the best
teleported to
player
left.
in the world can't tell when that's coming out.
Left side stop DPS.
I'm coming over.
I'm sure
with,
probably some Asian guy
this.
has that shit in his head.
Left side stop DPS guy.
Healy, stop attacking.
Hold on. Can I
have to
ask you a
Ruby though.
question? Why is there two swords on top of your health number?
That means I'm in combat.
Yeah, but why is it on top of your health number? Why can't
Because-
it be a little bit to the left?
Because I'm retarded. I mean, that's been bugging me for ages. I've just never got round to. Oh, I got switched. Cool. I mean, it's been bugging me for ages. I just never got fucking round to changing it. Oh, there's a bunch of things that bug me, but I just haven't got round to changing it.
Let's kill each other and it's everything.
We could do that, but not.
I mean, I can very easily change that.
Please do.
I just die again.
Because not seeing what your health is exactly is a kind of... You kind of have to guess, am I 210k health or 240k health?
Yeah, okay, Grim, go Rollock. Fine. Okay, guys. I'm gonna take a 4-minute break.
Why is that now glitched just permanently?
So we can do a clean ref flask.
That's now just permanently there. Okay. Very good. Let's do a reload.
Ah.
Oh.
But I heard on the Discord when I had some volumes for a little bit, I heard Lissa still hasn't fucking figured out his noise threshold.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fucking, hold on, let me just roleplay Lissa.
Yeah, so fucking sure. It's fucking irritating, but you know, what can you do?
Oh. Just I have to go. Be right back, Black. I have to go to a shower,
Very nice.
and I have to transport a chair. A huge fucking lazy boy chair. I have to transport or make a delivery to another
Classic.
room.
Ah, very big.
And I have to do those things. It's gonna probably take like maybe 20, maybe 30 minutes.
Very nice. Have fun, my guy.
Yeah, but I will be back, Black.
Very big.
Yeah, very fucking black.
Ended, High Lord Kroll was removed from the game and didn't make a return until Legion, as he's the boss 10 players would have to fight in their mate.
Yep.
I'm back. I see Grim is still logging.
Work smart, not hard. Eikö se niin vähän mene?
Grim?
Coming now.
Yeah.
Your mic is
What the fuck?
like each time you put headphones.
Yeah, I know. I pick it up. Pick up them. I should make a habit of just putting it down.
Picking it up.
Silence. Blunt eye.
Savage.
Okay. Can you release Grim? Yes, Grim release. That's good.
Nice ring of peace.
Okay, fist.
Don't want him to get hurt.
So I'm gonna hit ready check that. We can go for fist and
I am ready.
you can fist fire. On. I remember to the flask, by the way. Okay, Alo did shout, that's good.
That's actually a bad sign.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just wipe it.
How I... Yeah,
What
no.
the fuck have you done, guys? Yeah, his mistake from what I see.
Hello, maybe forget to battle shot.
If
Fist.
again fire, it won't prevent.
Fist.
No! Why did you forget to that?
I mean, fist is still up, but probably gonna disappear before people take it.
It didn't take that long for us to die, don't worry.
Yeah, but there's only 35 charges, so.
Well, I use personal food, so I
I
don't know if
mean, it's
anybody
still
else
up.
does,
Okay. Used personal if someone didn't take fist. So people did, so.
Yeah, those health zones were nicely placed.
Fuck, I'll remember to shout. Fire!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Niin, täällä oli tämmönen. Tässä on oikein Jussi. Miksi tää puteli on tyhjillä? Koska ei savannut. Eikö mä oon nostanut näin varmaan vuosi sitten? Ikinä elämässä.
Laser guys move out.
Guys. What the actual fuck? Just recite it again.
I'm telling you, like being there in the fire. Oh, famous.
And he's just stood there looking at us like.
Guys, focus up, like. Don't die on first abilities. Fire. Now.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Move him out a bit.
I am. I'm moving. He's just not moving himself.
Get a seat.
Get him.
Should I get him after?
Yeah.
I don't know if this goes into astronomy, sorry. I did. Had to go for it or die in fire, so.
Dispel fire. Someone go over
I mean,
the.
that's a wipe already. Want more mers?
Someone got the what's it called, the
Teleported with bomb?
pulsing,
Yes, I
the
did.
pulsing bomb.
Yeah, I did get teleported here with bomb. Like on that position. That's why when teleport is commencing on the right side, you need to be closer to the wall, like out of group as well. Otherwise, something like that may happen. Like, of course, on rotating, you cannot really do that, but overall shit like that happens. Well.
Get laser with rotating. Can you survive an external or?
The thing is, if you got a laser, right?
Yeah.
Rotating is following the second laser always.
Yeah.
If you look like when boss is positioning the mini boss, right? You can take position on the edge, which is safe, and just rotate on the edge instead of like under the boss. Like that's fine as well. You can do that, and you can reconnect with a group if laser is far. That's why it's important to kite the laser away from the group. So you can reconnect on that one. It always follows the second laser, by the way, so keep that in mind. It's always the same path. In every room. Actually, there are 2 rooms with lasers too.
2, 1.
Should I have nowhere to?
I have nowhere to go as well.
I have Solson, should I use it?
Yes.
Someone in the melee thing got laser.
Thinking.
Okay, don't take gems and stop DPSing. Okay, doesn't matter.
I'm dead.
Yes, I know.
We are filling the room everywhere. Like you can drop
Just
shit.
like it, you have shit DPS. Like look at
Yeah,
your.
yeah. I know. It's not.
Can I go
It's not
back
that,
left?
this is not bad placement. This is just overwhelming.
Still on the basement. Just swap me with someone else.
I'm going to. Alice, you're gonna go right, Matro left.
Don't you worry, my precious baby boy. I'm gonna take good care
But in fact, they lost 1 DPS, so that resulted in him. No,
Yeah,
nothing.
but they died before that, like Vante and Envin died, as far as I understood, because they were safe base.
Yeah.
No, he said Alice Rasa.
Sorry, I'm looking at something else. Okay. Let's see how it goes. DPS wasn't general a problem on left side before. But I think we got all melees on our side. There were 2 swaps.
3, 2, 1.
Hello?
Rim, I think it's on you.
In my spot tonight.
This fellas.
Cast swap lanes.
Yeah. I need protection.
She's
Got ice. I have less time now.
Fire guys, be careful. He's still blank.
No, I got him. I go green to the fire.
Rotating.
Can you stack, Joe?
Yeah, yeah.
Last and second, right?
Hello, how is progress going?
Far away.
Not bad.
I have Bob.
Joe, but you have bots, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Acid, go
Just
away.
say the name.
Joe, you probably put it first.
Acid, can you make immunity?
I mean, just do enough to damage to kill it. Forehead.
Take it down.
Oh, hold on, let me listen to some Discord again.
DOP, Audi. Audi, go away. Get a blessing.
Not much going on. So.
Oh, I can hear this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Combatants, no?
Can I stop getting the quick gold shit?
Nice, some people got one shot. Very good, very good.
Yeah, things are going fucking swimmingly.
Thank you.
Lost someone.
Last someone. Focus on us, guys.
Point shower, do you have buff?
I love
or...
this.
No
Tack,
bot, no bot.
tack.
Yeah, it's fucking interesting.
Go out, guys.
How many weeks is it gonna take for him to find out where is hold on, input sensitivity button in Discord?
I don't think he knows it's a thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's his progress right now.
Unlock.
Maybe he needs some boss mods.
I mean, maybe. He needs a fucking week on the
By the way, DHS, you have immunity, I hope. Coin shower.
Yep.
Wait, can Guardian also serve as Bob on the thing?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to ask Acid if he has Nether for Bob, but he's not on vocal. He couldn't answer it. We actually waited the BOP then.
And healers check the debuff. We died because we didn't have a heal.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have protection, that's why you died.
I didn't have Guardian to sacrifice myself. Let's kill it now.
But is it actually better to use Nether to place the gold or for the coin jars?
Now it's better to leave it for a coin shower. Like
Just
it
kill
gives
it
you
for it.
actually the advantage of mage. Like,
yeah, it's fucking.
like you have a lot of time to get in position with liquid gold anyway. I'm not sure on which one I inside. At some point they expanded. They expanded when me and
No, they were not expanded.
okay.
But how did so many
Still one
DPS
of
die?
DPS, still because healers didn't give us protection.
I mean, Matro died. I'm not sure who died with you, Matro, but it was for sure due to not
Fire and Oddi and Acid. 4 people
Yeah,
because of that.
I got hit by 5k by the way.
Remember, you need to cast protection from Shadow Gem when Well of Grid is in front. Yeah. Ale to co ty chcemy tak myśleć? Like keep in mind, well of grid has to be reduced as well.
Yeah, Halos, but I don't know how to get it.
I was probably dropping the
Guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Honestly, it looks like it's the first time people have done lasers today.
Yeah. Just get him.
Oh my fucking sweet Jesus Christ.
Espérale. Zig.
Yeah.
I think. You block?
Arcane
Yeah.
hype. Displacement's fucking dumb.
Dispel mat.
Should we see a rain win, please?
We don't have CR. Okay, reset it. It's point.
Ainman, are you overwhelmed by the mechanic? You seem to die on every pull. It's not good.
Well, I don't know, like I was hit by the crippling base
Life is so good.
blaze dot for 112k. I don't know why.
I mean, you don't move when you get the debuff.
No, this is like the damage you do when you walk on flames, because I was basically staying behind with a volatile charge. And I don't know.
Oh, wait a moment. Which debuff hit you?
Crippling blaze dot.
No disperse?
Don't you worry, my precious baby boy.
I hate the shit out of this boss.
I mean, I talked to him yesterday and he told me he doesn't like you either.
Yeah, creeping blaze is getting hit by the spinning fire circle. Leaves a dot. Even if you have the immunity from teleporting across, it still leaves a dot.
Yeah,
No, I was on the left side, I was not on the right side.
No, it also the dot applies when you stay behind.
Oh, is it the same
Yeah.
name for the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fist. But anyway, guys, focus up. We are losing too much time here. My life. And Alu, don't be so greedy for DPS. That was the worst possible position for laser. And you killed yourself. That's a DPS lose. Just saying.
Ja, okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
You got some shit fucking Shadow Priest that keeps dying every single fucking pull.
Who is it?
Ainwin.
Hasn't he been here before?
No.
Yeah, he has. And he keeps fucking dying every single bastard pull.
Nice, nice, nice. Oh shit! Nice teleport.
Yeah, it's fucking gay. Yeah, that was
In the middle
of the fucking fire. Yeah. I love it when that shit happens.
I see it's on you. And again. Let's get him back. Oh, get bird back. Okay, wipe it. Guys, for fuck's sake. I'm just asking for one thing. To move fucking out when laser is spawning on you instantly. Not to wait till the fucking laser goes around us.
Well, Ainwin did not
Like,
die
we are
now.
losing more time for that than we gain from that DPS.
But I guess people were too focused on looking at his raid frames that he's not dead, that people forgot everything else.
Yeah.
And so it's still his fault that the group died.
Oh. I really want to call out this paladin. Because he's fucking saying it's not that hard not to hoard DPS to fucking melee do the fucking mechanic. I have fucking
pretty
video
much on every
evidence of him
fucking
inting
someone
a kill.
from Million right side is killing himself.
Maybe you do. I mean, if you don't care about being in this raid in the first place, maybe you just do.
If he starts calling out shit, I'll fucking just point him to the fucking video.
Good, good. Maybe it's time for Ainwin to use that trinket.
Trap rooms usually. Like if you're getting slow, it's just easier for.
I mean, that's basically minuscule retard bracers.
Yeah, on a very small scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also with a reduced
much
cooldown.
Fire.
And duration.
Fire.
We have a healer on the wrong side.
No, you don't.
He's just putting up the buff.
Ah, fair enough. Man.
We've had that for like the entire night.
Yeah, I'm brain big.
I mean, signed our first fallback.
Huge, massive.
Since goal swapped.
Big autism.
Thick burn, neighbor. Nice spawning into the fire again.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, that fucking mechanic. I hate being on this side, it's such a fucking clusterfuck.
Like, on the other side, it's basically the same, but no orbs.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it the same on Heroic?
No. Yeah, just with a lot less orbs. Like a fucking metric Aston less orbs.
Well, I don't really consider that to be a whole lot of orbs in that room. Like 4.
Back to the good side.
Why would they make the sides so uneven?
We're out of place again.
Okay, wipe it.
Literally, there is. I'm gonna screenshot this.
Yeah.
I can't even. There is no good cover.
I mean, it's a matter of DPS, obviously. Here. Like, with 10 orbs, you shouldn't get more than 6 in each room.
Who died?
That's the thing.
Other room.
Ainwin is dead now, again.
Hmm?
But we have 12 here, but you know, we kept going even after we
Can we have battle shot, Elu?
I'm seeing you are having heaps of fun in this raid.
I'm just on full autopilot at the moment. Like I've done this fight so many times. It's so fucking easy. Like I legit, especially on this side, I just know exactly where to fucking go. Like I don't have to think about it. And
Maybe you turn off boss mods.
I could. Like genuinely, I could.
What was that?
I genuinely could at this point. Like I'm so fucking just on. Oh fuck! I missed the reset.
I mean, I want to see what did you say?
I just don't get how people aren't managing this. Like the fight is fucking simple. It's a bit messy at some points, but it's easy to fucking work out. Like, oh, that's going there. That I go there. Like it's not fucking hard, and yet people still can't work it out.
Well, I didn't pick a gem on the last time we killed this, and then I died as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me this fight is extremely hard.
I think it's a...
Reconnect now, Al.
That's a huge block of ice flying on the top of that mage you were just next to. Can you explain the guild name? Lobsters of Spice Moon.
See, there's this place here. It's called Spice Moon, and the inhabitants are lobsters.
Is that a thing?
Not a fucking clue.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't understand.
Oh, I'm going back to the gay side.
Huge gay. Took that really YOLO positioning there right before the teleport.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just fucking.
Yeah, I'm just fucking done. Just let it go, let it happen.
I am so dead. Okay.
Oh, guys. Wipe it. Guys, what the fuck? Like seriously, 2 people dying on...
Nice, you were inside the boss.
Not
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
what happened to other.
Huge, huge. You even pressed wall as well.
That's such a nice point.
Still died.
Yeah. Oh well.
So the doors
Phone
opened,
the shit
so
was skippable.
you had to be that specific spot, and then they did the flames of
always
punishment at the same time.
It always happens on
So what if
second
you get an
laser,
orb
but
as
also
well?
Keep in mind your position when you are
Yeah, it's
dodging
fucking fun.
laser as well.
Yeah, it's fucking well fun.
You have a lot of time to position yourself.
So those 3 things happening at the same time? Okie dokie.
Oh, kill me.
Fist fire. Oh.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Oh, I bet this guy is fucking having major issues with his transmod. As I am about to. He's got the dreadnought set, except for the belt and the chest plate, and it shows.
Ace it.
Room.
Oh. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Massive tired.
Yeah, we've been playing this game, sitting on this chair for 13 hours straight.
Huge.
Pretty much.
It's a very good game. There's so much fun involved.
At times, yeah.
Dispel Zeke. Oh.
I'm right here for a while.
Okay, guys, that's important. Don't take gams.
Don't.
Don't take gams now. Just wait. And stop DPS till second group is done.
Like, I went to the right. Should I take a game or not?
No, no, you don't take the game yet. Okay, take guns now.
Maybe I just go with the Christmas transmog when I enter this guild and boost my fucking tabard.
I don't have the
They did
debuff.
look pretty good.
Kill me. Let Kane win.
Big fire.
I wanna die.
We're stopping
We
DPS.
slowed down DPS.
Stop DPS, stop DPS.
Big flames.
No one DPS, just the mechanic.
Like, that's legitimately one of the biggest drawbacks to this shit.
Of course Ram you may hit, it's fine. No one else than Ram hit.
Maybe I asked the guild master, hello, change tabard, please, thanks.
Big flames, big flames.
The mechanic.
Yeah, there's no chaos bolts in him.
Back. Get him up.
Shit.
Get Mers back. Get Mers and Halsey back. Okay, kill the ass.
Move the boss.
And move the boss.
I'm trying to. It's just the casting curse.
Aram, you need to get Mers and Halsey back. We are rotating, guys. Okay,
The
take
charge
Macy
killed me.
back. Take Macy back.
Macy?
Move away, Mythic, get a blessing of protection.
Same.
I just find fucking suck as soon as I fucking hit the boss.
Atsun.
Good, good.
Not working, you ice block.
Yes.
Still out, guys, still out. Ruby users, remember to keep on boss. Maintain stack. Fire, go block.
Am I retarded? I've just done everything fucking wrong about my rotation. Like, literally everything.
That's a pretty huge gameplay right there.
Up. Alice, get a blessing of protection. We have liquid god here. Move boss
Move
again.
him.
Where's it? Oh, there.
Oh my fucking god.
I can't even of kills outside.
We are okay, we just go boss, we ignore it. There is no
Just hit
stop.
him once for stacks.
I'll bubble it.
It was just me, but I couldn't.
Don't run this way.
Remember to drop liquid gold, guys. Not in boss. Move. Double. Just go boss, just go boss.
I mean, if the game lets you design your own tabard, just like with the guild tabard, wouldn't that be just fucking great?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Smooth.
Remember to bloodlust, please.
Maybe rest people before.
Neat.
Probably not.
Just release. One point here.
Ah, you can release here. Forgot.
We're entering the heart of the Zara lore. Expect fierce resistance from the Zandalari.
And Yala.
It would be wise to set some traps to cover our flank. Keep going. I'll catch up.
No.
Ja, het is just got a lang tid. Så slår det, tror jeg. Fuck af. Jo.
Maybe I just don't join the guild, stay in gas juice, but just wait with those guys.
Very nice.
Dig, man.
Not that good. Okay, guys.
Green bull, do you need?
No, but it's mail. Do you need?
Is this trinket good?
Yes.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Oh, as if you've got a fucking Warforged socket one and you're a fucking healer.
Okay, guys, go, go.
Suck it.
For acid.
I mean, nobody else is rolling.
Narco, I get it.
Oh, of course.
Give it to Liz, give it to Liz. He needs the third one.
I do. I know, right?
Oh, well, I didn't realise Narco got a BOE.
He got, yeah. Narco.
today is BOE day, man.
Yeah.
So I'm healing from melee, but if anyone stands on me and doesn't give me trinket shit, I will fuck you up, okay?
Oh, another BOE. And I have this one equipped
Are
already.
you fucking serious?
I couldn't sell it the first time though.
Still not even one.
Just using the trinket for the stats, by the way.
Well, it doesn't give you stats really if you don't stack. So if you're gonna healing in melee, it's kind of shit.
Yeah. Well, it gives 433 int, and it has a socket, so.
Okay.
It's like I have to be in melee to AoE, so like, I do fuck all.
Okay, World of Warcraft does that.
Noob spec.
It's super strong on Conclave if I can get most of the spell steal. So I've been playing it. I think it's more than 5 actually. Because we just had one there, one on Opulence Crash.
We've had 6.
Acid's had 2. Joe got some boots. Somebody else got something. I'm sure somebody else got something in as well.
It's 6 in total, I think.
Yeah, I count 2, but it's because I cannot count to more than 2.
So 3 2s.
What is that? 3? It's 2 2 2.
Just to sell it for like 1.2 mil or something.
Power?
Are people still playing this game? Like people willing to buy shit?
Well, that 420 cloak I got is sold for 320k, and there was a 425 with a socket heroic Titanforge. It was a fucking heroic Titanforged one. Like, and like, if you look at Undermine, the median sale price for that is like retarded.
But I mean, Illy really needs it, Matro. Like 96. I think only odd euro. No.
It might be cloth, but now I can just hide it, so it doesn't count.
Looks good though.
I'm gonna take a quick break and we are going.
Connected. Channel switched. User joined your channel.
I
require a target.
I love when shit works. Wizard shit. Oh, we've added a voice channel thing. You just keep disconnecting, but don't no worries. It just works. Jensen Huang, Nvidia CEO, with about RTX, it just works. I mean, I guess it works if you're willing to sacrifice like half your GPU the potential frame rate. I guess in that case it just works. Oh.
Matt,
Yes.
you are making sounds, I think.
Mm-hmm. You don't like?
I mean, if you're gonna moan here and there, yeah, but not these sounds.
Yeah, why did you let me die?
I had
So
no
sad.
choice. I had no choice, but I was alone there. Mens died, and I can't control my key kills. They just go all over the place.
Have the fucking massive die. Oh, shit.
Such a good burst.
Oh, it's been a long day.
Matt, what key
Fucking
did you
long
get?
day.
Hmm?
What key did you get?
1600.
Yeesh.
Easy one, actually.
Okay, back.
So click the portal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, you had 4 minutes to go to Borealis.
Okay, guys. Make a ready check.
Does anyone have 10 Storm
I'm
Silver
recording.
ores to give me now, please?
Yeah, I can.
Works.
10?
Yep.
What was that?
Joe, did you get someone?
Big, massive.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we're gonna change the tactic for Curse. We're gonna dispel it immediately after it hit the target. We are not waiting for anything. It's just get dispelled. So may just start dispelling from start. If you see a curse, just dispel it instantly. Rape your cooldown dispel button. It's going to be like that. It's not as good as other tactic, I guess, but easier to do, so we're gonna go with that.
And be super careful for tanks.
I mean, we are just juggling the curse.
Oh.
Shouldn't be more than
Personal?
5 in general. Use personal if you die, yeah. Okay, what else? We're gonna try pushing Kimball without Bloodlust for first try.
Man.
So guys, hold your
How
2
am I
minute
so
cooldown,
tired?
which is gonna be back, and use your prepos on Kimball.
You
want to push him
like how the
without
fuck?
blast.
I've only been up for such a little time. Like 12 hours is nothing. 14 hours should be nothing. I'm just fucking dead.
That's it.
In the head. I should become the rapper. Top 10 rappers.
I
Eminem
probably
was
won't
too
get
afraid to
drinky
miss.
quid on deck.
Just wait. It's 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, 140.
I mean, most casters use prepods anyway.
Actually, only Matt and Zig use only.
Yeah, but those are the important ones according to Matt.
Yes.
If I can get most of the dispels on the prior target, I'd appreciate it.
And Envin Halsey, remember to support dispelling Blast from Raptors. Important. Not sure, however, might just want to shade the dispel. I don't mind shuffle it for yourself. Tell me when you're ready, Lee. Okay, should be.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Slow down a bit, okay? Finish.
Dispel nerds.
Remember frog gonna happen? Get up there.
Yep.
Raptors.
It's 0, 3, 2, 1.
Dispel Joe.
Do you mind if I get the fuck out? Alright. I think I'm just gonna go do just that. It's been a good 14-hour session here. But if you're gonna be online tomorrow, I will probably gonna speak to you then.
Yes, it will be 3.
Alright. You have a good night. Have some a great raid. Yeah. Oh, that was unironic.
The Kimball.
But in any case, you have a good night. I'm getting the fuck out. And yeah, I'll speak to you later. Yeah. You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
Ram, get ready. 3,
Spell me, please.
1.
Spell him in.
Ram, fast, dispel Ram.
Last?
Still wrap. Yeah, last now.
Drinking.
Can we swap it? Yeah.
3, 2,
Dispel Ram.
1. Now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focus raptors when they come close.
This one not.
Focus on raptors.
Should I take Paku?
3,
It's always fully fast.
2, 1. Go. I'll take him soon, Ram.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to kill him.
Blood time, dispel fast.
Dispel me.
Here.
Remember frog.
Yeah,
On
Frog
the
gonna
side.
happen. Frog gonna happen, guys. CC raptors. Go on raptors. Go on raptors. Go on raptors.
Can you bop around? I've got a rep.
Yeah, it's a. Thankfully. I mean, it wasn't a bad first try. Do you have a soulstone? Anyone got a soulstone? Or...
I don't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Release, guys. Don't have us. By the way, remember to dispel more. Illy, we didn't die at this part. It was a panic, obviously. And it went quite good. As for first try, it went quite good.
It would be easy if everyone was alive there, but everyone wasn't.
How is that the easiest part?
But we were all alive on the right on the last flappy phase, right?
Oh, were we?
Yeah, there were
during
only
the
like
last
2
flappy
people
fight,
dead, I
everyone
think.
was-
I mean,
Yeah,
two
we,
people
we,
are
we
alive.
lost 2 or 3. I got eaten by a raptor.
And we already
2
used
people
the
dead,
spear as
not
well.
everyone alive.
Guys, please, in the bird, just do any fucking thing to stun the raptors. Just, please, it's super important.
What?
I mean,
Anything, just stun them, whatever you
keep
can,
in
just to
mind.
succeed
You know
them.
I'm doing that, right?
Guys, one moment. Keep in mind to spam the dispel button. Like, that's very important. And the last part is the hardest for the healers due to curse. So keep in mind to just have your dispel button all the time on cooldown. Okay, there is a repair here, guys. You can fist fire and see how it goes. But it was still a good first pull. It was a very good damage on Kimura as well. Akunda, same. Could be a bit faster though. Akunda, I mean.
If I get cooldowns and spell steal, I just delete something. It's retarded.
Yeah, I lose shout.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Joe, do you want me to taunt Paku before we go to Flappy? Because it has like 12, 13 stacks there. Or do you just want me to leave it?
No, yeah, I just brain lag before we
Okay,
go.
okay.
I'll be more cautious.
Sooner or later, everybody serves me.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Throw gonna happen. Guys, bosses. Go Raptors.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, if you're so eager for death, the skies belong to us. Land your flesh.
Okay, push the Kimbo.
Ram, get ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go now.
Keep pushing Kimbo. Oh, it's bad. They just keep going for now on Kimbo.
The wind is my will. Your blood. How can
Joe fast,
Okay,
Joe
that's
fast.
not the wipe. Okay, that's wipe. Odd gun?
Never mind, I was calling the spell.
I mean, people are not dispelling, obviously. There is one curse and it's sitting on someone for 20 seconds. Guys, for fuck's sake, don't dispel. All of you who can dispel curse. Don't release. Like, if we start calling dispel curse every single time, it's going to be so hard to can shot. So keep that in mind. And DPS and Kimball was cheap. Remember to use your prepos as well there. And align your cooldowns. Fire. Fire, my boy. Yeah, thank you. don't I?
And I think just looking at one now came back.
Nie widziałem osiedlicy. Okay, just not here. Okay.
Five, four, three.
You cannot stand
Guys.
against the law. The skies belong to us.
Fresh meat.
That's him.
Five, four, three, two, one.
You cannot stand against the law. The wind is my will.
There is no escape for you.
Raptors.
Well, if you're so eager for that, you should have seen me sooner.
Slow down. Ah, doesn't matter, kill it.
Do you want me to turn Paco?
Yes.
Four, three,
The wind
two,
is my will.
one.
Remember about frog?
Should we come rest?
Yeah, Grim reincarnate. Get that hero knife.
Around the ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh.
The wind is my will. Sooner. Your flesh.
Hey, it's time for the food.
Five, four,
Around get ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay, put the Kimball. Go Raptors.
The skies belong to us.
Ty kurwa zrobię.
Around get ready. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Zabieram sobie? Okay. Last.
Pass this spell on now.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Fast.
You know the spell?
Well, mine was on cooldown.
Yeah, but we have like
Spell and win.
5 fucking big factory was dead so far. Don't release, guys.
You died as you lived. Forgettable.
Does anyone have auto hammer?
I think I sit down. Or not. I can feast fire. So DPS on Kimball was better, but shout. Haram.
Is that ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You cannot stand against the Lord. The wind is my will.
There is no escape for you.
The wind is at our backs.
Crawling on your bellies.
Sooner or later, everybody serves me.
Ram, take Paco.
What?
Take Paco, take Paco.
Rock.
Don't. Ah. Don't try anything.
Raptors.
Ram, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Can I shot now, guys? Or
No, no, keep the boss. We need to kill it now.
And we need some heavy healing though.
Okay, you can swap now.
I'll take Kunda when it's out, okay?
Wait, I'll take him first.
No, take him, the stacks are too high.
Go on then, taunt.
I will. Give me a sec.
3, 2, 1.
Kill one raptor.
Sorry, Ram.
Whenever.
Left becoming.
Yeah, I think so.
3, 2, 1, go.
2, 1.
Raptors, guys.
1.
Get ready, Ram.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Sooner or later, everybody serves me.
Ain win.
The curse.
4,
Hold off for Kunda.
2, 1.
Oh, it's bad. Bad.
1.
Use personal, guys. No way.
Baby, no hiding from one sound.
I mean,
Don't really.
The wind is at our backs.
the DPS gone wrong, I would say.
Sooner or later, everybody.
Luck to get on Kim.
I mean, Akunda should be there like 10 seconds before the purple hit
Yeah,
the ground.
that is all.
Like, Kimble went okay-ish, I guess.
No, we still
Go
had a Thundering Storm inside the Paku trap.
Yeah, I mean, but we shouldn't get that Akunda there in first place. Like, we should kill her before the second ring occurs.
But it was in the first ring.
Yeah, it was
There's
in
no
first?
way. Yeah.
I mean, the thundering is not the biggest issue. The stun is, let's say, it went okay-ish.
On first pull we had perfect DPS.
Ah, yes, that's actually had a very good DPS on first try. And guys, remember to kite raptors into melee if you can. And don't push them after they spawn. Like, that's kinda pointless. Start CCing them when they are close, not when they are far. Melee won't be able to gap close that many times. Not without like a big DPS. At least. Even DH cannot do that.
Ram.
Yeah?
Could get Kimball before Flappy. I'll take him, okay?
Right, yes, I'll take Paku when
So we
Gong
can
there.
accept Paku stacks.
Yeah.
Raptors some. Okay, slow down, slow down. Kill.
Five, four, three, two, one.
3, 2, 1.
Raptors.
Okay, I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Sooner or later, the skies belong to us. Fools are the first to die.
Get acid back. We need all the DPS here.
You have to take him. I'm gonna take too much damage.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go.
So I would have had 3 stacks of the bleed.
Game ball.
I can push it. Go Raptors. Don't die on
Dispel
Raptors.
mat. Dispel mat.
Everyone get ready. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Mars died.
We can keep going until the next year. To you.
Hmm?
To you. We can keep going.
Keep going.
Everyone get ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Go.
I got it right side.
Raptors. Let them come closer and stun. Yeah. Start killing them.
Tell me.
3, 2, 1.
Everyone get ready. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Is this here soon?
CR in 20 seconds. Liz, you wanna go for mans?
Get mans, yeah.
Dispel the tanks fast. Both tanks, both tanks.
Got jaw.
Kawakunda, we can make it. Go hard. Yeah.
You can dispel mans in 2 seconds. Dispel
Dispel
him.
down.
CR, CR.
Use blink all on units then, I
Dodge
guess.
the damage, dodge the damage, proc coming. It's fine. Get raptors.
Narco, fast and flame.
Uh-huh. Not too bad again.
Protect consumer.
Well, if you're so eager for that, you should have seen me sooner.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so again, a bit too much DPS loose on Akunda.
3, 2,
That's the
1.
first thing. And second thing, guys, how the fuck you die from raptors?
Nah, I just can't cut them away. I couldn't
I mean,
run
yeah,
away
but
from.
you are like on opposite side from melee. That's why you die.
Remember
Okay.
to call for Bob as well, like Bert is here, he can Bob. Or Joe, or somebody.
Yes, and but can we please not kill boss inside the club because It's way too hard, at least for me, to get the other one. The one can.
Which boss? Kimball we must kill at the end of the circle. There's no way.
Yeah,
Akunda,
but
yes. Ideally, Akunda we need to kill it before circle. But Kimball we must kill in circle.
last tries we didn't kill him at that moment that we did this time.
Yeah, and that was bad because after that mechanics overlap inside Baku's Rod.
That's a first thing, and second is, if we don't kill Kimball at that point, Akunda gonna don't want to die in the proper moment as well. Like she won't sponsor, she won't get DPS as much, and we were actually losing DPS on Akunda again. Yes, of course, don't call something like BOP me. Going to be bad. I mean, some people gonna recognize most of the voices, but still. And remember to try to kite the raptors to melee, not to the opposite side of the room, like many people are doing that, guys. First thing, a huge DPS loss for melee, but like even leaving that aside, you are going probably to kill yourself. Melee won't make it to you in time.
Five, four, three, two, one.
You cannot stand against the law. The wind is my will.
Spell Zeke, please.
Three, two, one.
Raptors.
Well, if you're so eager for them, you should have seen me
Yeah.
sooner.
Slow down, slow down. Slow down. Go kill.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Raptors soon. Go.
Okay, I'm just ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Sooner or later, the skies belong to us.
This will do. Ram.
Five, four, three,
Ram, get ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
And DPS goes very good. Go Raptors.
Got
What
him.
the fuck?
Kommer till det später Flick.
What the fuck?
Two, one.
That's fuck. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't even turn my camera. Just so.
2, 1.
Oh, Ramzan got killed by Raptor.
I need the repair hammer.
No one has repair mode.
There's a repair, everyone repair.
Where is it? Oh, nice.
But DP is going much better. Guys, what is going bad are curse dispels. Like, people are being cursed for, I don't know, 10-12 seconds. You have fucking 2 seconds internal on your dispel when you are dispelling actively. So just make a weak aura and cast it on cooldown pretty much. Like, after Akunda shows up, you can always dispel something. DPS is going quite good, just number wise. And mechanic wise, Raptor pulling was much better now. Like, it was much easier to reach them. Which actually shows that in DPS as well.
Yeah, can be market in Akunda, please.
What do you want marked? Yeah?
Market position.
Like starting Akunda position or?
Yeah, very starting position.
Yeah, there you go.
Like that.
Like, you're very quiet, sorry, so didn't hear you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
More play for the
The wind is at our backs.
You look right at home, crawling on your bellies.
Three, two, 1.
Okay, Raptors.
The wind is at our backs.
Home, crawling on your bellies.
Envy not that way.
I mean, I had to go. I was hexed.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in general you can take all the...
I cannot run in the group hexed.
Okay, they have a choice there.
Oh shit, sorry, Joe.
The shape of vermin suits you.
I spaced out.
Okay, run take Tingle.
But you don't keep changing like that, because
Yeah, it's...
I've already looked onto Paku.
Guys. Clear slowly. Where's Tony? Raptors.
I have aggro on the boss.
You can take it, you can take it.
I don't get it.
This will
Yeah.
not pass.
I can't see.
Yeah, going.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Nice.
Just keep on Kimbo.
So boss is behind.
Are you getting Kunda?
Take Paco, yeah, I'll go after this one.
Copy loop, please.
It's a bit late.
Okay, wipe it. DPS was completely off.
The healing went better there.
Okay guys, gonna do a last pull for today. And maybe it's gonna be a miracle.
We don't have a CR, right?
No, just run. First pull went really good. Later on it started to go much worse. Especially like DPS wise and mechanic wise. The biggest issue on first pull were dispels. Now there are a lot of issues. Do you mean a frog hex?
Yeah, someone cleaved it on me when I was like, buff, cooldowns, rune of power. Like, oh shit.
But you're standing like out of group, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be a reason, I guess. Someone was trying to run.
No, they didn't really. They took like 2 steps to the one side kind of thing. But...
Okay, feast. Hammer is still up, by the way, if someone needs.
J'ai cru que t'avais le casque.
Four, three, two, one.
You cannot stand against the Noah. Do not waste my time. The wind is my will.
You look right at home, crawling on your bellies.
Raptors.
The sky is right at home, crawling on your bellies.
Well, if you're so eager for death, you should have seen me sooner.
Ram, which one we...
I'll take Paco off you.
Okay.
Five, four,
The wind is at our back.
two, one.
Go Raptors.
Lamb ready. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Five, four, three, two.
Ram, get ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay, keep on Kimbo. Keep on Kimbo.
Take Paku.
No.
Got in.
Get Raptors. Last.
Making. Dispel Ram.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dispel, guys. Dispel.
Spell in win.
Cool down some job, please. Oh, stop.
Get Raptors.
I'll take him.
3, 1.
Can we get Matros up or not?
Dispel Ram.
Dispel Ram.
Okay, that's not bad. A lot of healing gonna be required now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep this part, guys. Focus on this thing.
Cool down.
Okay, very nice. Go Raptors.
Lobby loopies. Lobby.
Focus on the Raptors.
Sure, I've got one up.
Okay.
Dispel Elun, dispel Elun.
Yeah.
Really? Dispel it. Madden.
Dispel
Madden.
Madden. Dispel Madden.
I'm on cooldown for Ram.
Guys up. Darkness, guys. We have a prop. Remember, we have a prop, so keep it fighting.
Spell in win if
Raptors.
possible.
Raptors.
Stunned that far.
Get Raptors.
Berkan in bubble.
Tank.
Cannot.
I dispelled back.
We need then dispel on Ram.
Run fast. Narco. Joe. Joe.
I'm on cooldown for Ram.
Frog. Did it,
Good job.
boys.
Good job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like
Oh.
fireworks.
Nice.
At least from your mic.
Yeah. I got chest. I wanted it. Nice.
I got Breath of Bomb Sandy. Nice.
I didn't get dagger too. So yeah, you know, good job guys. Nice. Nicely done. So look into king. Yeah, Sunday is going to be a king. What boots? I'm not sure.
The
what they are.
cloth ones that dropped. There was
Yeah.
2 pairs dropped.
I mean,
I
link
got bonus
probably.
roll. I got bonus rolls.
Yeah,
Oh,
bonus roll
yeah.
as well.
I probably don't need them. But...
Ainwin got them and Moons.
Okay, guys. Really good job on last book. That was really nice. So on Sunday we are starting on king. It should probably it's gonna take us probably 2 weeks to get him down, but it's a cool fight. So take care, everyone. See you on Sunday.
Yeah, thanks a lot, see you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Good luck on Sunday.
You won't be here?
No, I will travel to Athens.
God.
I may steal Joanna as well.
Joanna as well?
If you want.